Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Gootzcast. I'm Ray Gootz. I'm here with Natalie Cuomo. Natalie, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. Thanks, Ray.
Okay, and this is the second episode. Like I said, 5 nights a week, I'm going to be presenting to you some of the best comics in New York City. We're going to talk about what's going on. We're going to keep doing this show as long as the coronavirus is killing all of us until we all either die or until stand-up comedy comes back. And I'm really excited to have Natalie Cuomo as my second guest on the show. Are you honored that you're on the show for the second episode?
I'm honored. I'm the second episode. It's such an honor.
It should be. I'm proud of you. So, Natalie, what have you been doing over in New Jersey since this virus hit and they shut down everything?
Well, it's interesting. I've still been selling some stuff online. I've been doing my embroideries, and I've been sleeping a lot.
Okay, well that's good. Have you been watching movies or TV shows?
Yes, I'm watching that new show, Tiger King, on Netflix.
How's that?
It's pretty weird. It's good. Definitely passes the time. Have you seen it?
No, I've just been so busy with my Disney podcasts. I have to rewatch every single fucking Disney movie to record that. And then me and Andrew decided to do a wrestling thing last night. I've just been watching a lot of stuff like that. But I do want to watch Tiger King. I hear a lot of good things about it. Yeah. Have you been watching RuPaul's Drag Race? I know you're super into that.
Yes, of course. But, it's the season right now is being recorded, so it only comes out one episode every Friday. I can't binge it yet.
Oh, that sucks. What channel is that show on?
I believe, I'm not sure what channel it's on, actually.
That's kind of racist. Okay.
No, so 24.
Okay. Hey, when was your last show?
My last show, I did a Saturday at Greenwich. So I did 2 shows there on a Saturday.
Not 3?
The 14th. The 3rd was canceled. So okay. Saturday the 14th went out with a bang.
Were good shows? There were a lot of people?
There were good shows. Yeah, it was like 30 people on each show. The thing is, this is the longest I've gone without doing stand-up since I started, so it does feel pretty weird.
Do you miss it?
I do miss it, although I appreciate having the time to reflect instead of go, but I do miss it a lot.
Are you going to be doing stand-up in your bedroom like other comedians? So it's the future to do stand-up in your bedroom. Are you going to be doing that?
No, I won't. I won't be doing stand-up in my bedroom.
Okay, yeah.
I'm more working on writing new material and stuff like that.
Oh, cool. What are you writing material about?
Well, I have OCD.
Mm-hmm.
Wrote about that. I also wrote a joke today, and I don't know. You want to hear it?
Yeah, you can tell it. This is the world debut. So we are doing stand-up in an empty room, but it's the world debut of a new Natalie Cuomo joke. Come on, tell it.
Okay, let's see. All right. I'm colorblind, so I can't tell the difference between blue or purple. I can't tell the difference between red or green, but somehow I'm still racist.
That's good. I like that. That's good. Are you gonna feel weird? All right, so let's say this goes until
I don't think I would feel comfortable saying that. I mean,
sorry?
I'm not racist. It's just a joke.
No, you are racist. You are.
No, I'm not.
Okay, you're not racist. Sorry about that. Are you? I'm not saying about that joke per se, but are you gonna feel weird? Let's say this goes till July, August, and we have a lot of jokes where it's like the other day. So you have a joke about breaking up with your ex, and is it gonna feel weird that you're telling a story about that supposedly happened the other day at a coffee shop with your therapist or some of the stuff I know that you joke about? Whereas everyone's going to know, well, you weren't with your therapist because of social distancing, or whatever, when we come back. It's going to feel weird, right?
It's to be adjusted, yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of the jokes we tell are this happened the other day, and people are going to be didn't happen the other day. I was at a restaurant the other day. No, you weren't. Restaurants haven't been open for 4 fucking years, so.
Comedy's going to be amazing when it happens again.
When do you think? What is your prediction when the return of stand-up comedy?
I mean, I think as soon as it's permitted, but I think that we'll be inside for at least 2 months.
Now, have you been following up on the news, or are you just too busy getting more tattoos?
Wow, you know me well. Okay. I have been following the news. I actually didn't really look at the news today, but I have been watching a lot of Cuomo and Trump's live streaming.
Okay, he live streams?
On the New York Times website, you can see. It's not live streaming, I guess.
I thought Trump has a Twitch stream where he plays Fortnite, which I think is coming any second now, but that's besides the point. What do you think of now the Republicans and Donald Trump? They're saying that they want things to go back to normal by Easter Sunday, which is April 12th.
I did hear that, and I think it's fucking insane and dangerous.
It is
What do
very
you
dangerous. I agree with you. I think it's fucking insanely dangerous. I can't believe that I'm having fights with people on Facebook and Twitter where they are arguing that we should let people die so the economy can go back up. Like they should be like, your grandma should die, or I don't know. My grandma's been dead years, but like people's grandma should die, or their mom, or like your mom should die, so my fucking stocks go back up. It's just so bizarre to me that in the United States of America, we are actually having this debate. You know?
It's bringing out the worst in people, that's for sure.
Yeah, and it's only been a week, and like one guy around my Facebook timeline, are you willing to sacrifice everything you have for someone's grandma? And I'm like, what have I sacrificed? I've been sitting around doing podcasts and playing video games. I have to admit, this is
It's
what I've
also
been wanting to. What were you say? What were you about to
not
say?
just for someone's grandma, it's such a deadly disease, you know?
Yeah. Like, what have I sacrificed? It's literally been a week. Can you imagine what these people are going to be when we get to April 12th? What some of these fucking lunatics are going to be saying that we need to do, or we need to, like, how many people we need to die by the time we get there? It's just fucking insane to me. It's only been a week.
Yeah.
You know?
It's crazy. I mean, we seriously need to be quarantined for a long period of time. We can look at other countries that have had similar experiences, like China and Italy, and know how long it'll take for, the disease to go away for the most part.
Yeah,
Not.
and who knows? Now, have you been out at all? Have you gone to the store or gotten more tattoos? What have you gone outside at all?
I went to CVS a few days ago to get a prescription.
Mm-hmm. But have you gotten takeout food or anything?
No, I think that's so dumb. Getting
Yeah.
takeout food is just ridiculous.
I had to go to Edward Jones yesterday and finally caved because there was a new burrito guy by Edward Jones. So I got a burrito. I said, let me try this
That's
burrito.
terrible. You caved. You can't trust people with your food.
Well, it's right there, and I had to be out anyway. So what are you gonna do? What have you been eating? What have you been eating?
I've been eating a lot of frozen food. I've been eating bread.
I've been eating frozen food. What meals are you doing?
What meals? Okay. So today I had an egg and toast. And then I had Trader Joe's gorgonzola gnocchi, which was delicious.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had pasta with broccoli.
Wow.
So,
and those were all frozen?
No, just the middle one was frozen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've been eating the Healthy Choice Power Bowls. That's what I've been.
I see that. I think that's great. Are you still working out?
I ordered a mat so I could work out. It was supposed to come tonight. It's supposed to come by 8 o'clock, and it's according to my app, it's still not here. So I mean, it is. As we're recording this, it's 10 p.m. So I don't fucking know if this thing's coming today or tomorrow, but I will start working out when I get the mat. You've been to both upstairs and downstairs. I don't really have a surface for me to work out on, as of right now. So I need a mat. Have you been working out or?
No.
No, you don't work out. How? You just maintain this gorgeous body, but you never like put any. You're just like I just wake up like that.
Well, youth.
Youth, okay. All right, relax. Okay. But no, like what pisses me off is that like I've seen people on Instagram, and I've seen people on Twitter like bike riding and at the park, and I'm just like, because you're going to the park, we're gonna be out of stand-up work for another 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, and more people are getting sick. I was so enraged when I went to CVS and I saw people just like eating chips out of the bag, walking around. I was like, this is disgusting.
This is not yet. I think people aren't going to take this seriously unless they see dead bodies in the street or unless they see something crazy going on. I just don't think people are really taking this seriously enough. And I think when you say people are going to die, people always assume, well, it's not going to be my mom who dies. It's going to be that guy's mom, and fuck that guy. No one ever thinks it's going to be their parents who are going to croak because of corona.
I do think it's a classic example of it doesn't feel like it matters to a lot of people until it happens to them and it affects their lives directly. But
have you seen someone under 21 died in LA, in Los Angeles County?
From corona?
Yeah, they announced it today on Twitter. I don't know. Someone put that on Twitter.
I mean, I do feel like it's important for people to know that they're not immune from it just because they're young.
I heard he was doing a bringer at the Comedy Store and he killed himself. I don't know. That's what I heard. he he was told to bring 20 people. Did you see somebody's doing an online bringer where you have to have
No,
50 of your friends watch the live stream?
I don't believe that at all.
Someone got an email. Who was I sitting with? Nick Simmons. He texted Sam Rubinoff. Yeah, somebody's doing an online bringer. You have to have 50
No,
people watch it. Just watch you do comedy in your bathroom in your underpants, I guess. I don't know.
why wouldn't that person, if they had 50 people, why wouldn't they just do it themselves?
Or yeah, do a lot or do a stream or a YouTube show like we're doing, you know?
Yeah. I'm thinking of doing a YouTube show.
What is your YouTube show going to be about?
Okay, here are my options. Learning how to tattoo,
Okay.
makeup,
Okay.
just regular chatting.
Mm-hmm.
I had an idea for a podcast a while ago that I won't tell you yet, and maybe I told you already. And yeah, those are my options. Did I tell you?
Okay. What was the pod? Yeah, it was like the tattoo podcast. Why did you ask me if you don't want me to mention it? Like, okay, sorry. I apologize. Are you mad at me? A little bit?
I'm furious.
Okay. You're furious. Hey, you did the Kumia show today, right?
So yeah, I was supposed to do the Kumia show today, but their Skype wasn't working.
How is your Skype not working? Well, did you say, hey, how about Zoom? I don't know.
I did. They said we'll reschedule it. It was a little confusing because they posted about it. They said, "Oh, we can't do it," but they posted about it, so I was still excited that I would get to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'll just do it another time.
And you were also on Don Jameson's show today. Was that? That was pre-taped, right? You didn't go into the city.
So I was really excited to do the Kumia show. I had that booked like a month out. I was really looking forward to it. So I hope I get to do it again.
But you were also on Don Jameson's show today, correct?
Yes, with Ted Nugent.
And that was pre-taped.
Yeah, from 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago.
How was Ted Nugent? Because he's a rock and rolling Republican.
Yeah, I don't have the same political views as him, but he was an inspiration to listen to. I'll tell you that much. He is a really passionate man. It's kind of crazy because I think he's probably the first person I've spoken to that supports Trump the way that he does. But he lives life in a very full way. So
Yeah,
he's a passionate performer and artist, and I admire that about him.
okay. Was he nice to you at least?
He was nice to me. He kept calling me Valerie, but at least he was addressing me.
So he just I feel like there's people that just make up names for someone. They just go by that. They're like, I'm assigning you a name. Your name isn't important until you met me. Now you have my name. Is he like, I kind of feel like some people are like that, you know?
Yeah, I don't think he heard it right, but
Hey, how glad are you that you're no longer working in a coffee shop with everything being shut down like that? Don't you feel pretty good about that?
yeah, that would be super scary because I don't know how I would pay my rent.
I know, and then for a while you were in LA doing shows. Now there's no shows in LA, so you would have been just like staring at the wall over there, you know.
Yeah, I would have been miserable there. I definitely would have taken a flight back.
Yeah, I kind of feel like, I don't know how you feel, but I kind of feel like this is happening in a good place in my life because I no longer have a girl that I give a shit about, and I used to. I no longer have my parents around. I no longer have like to answer to anybody. So if things get more haywire, I can like leave the city, or I don't have to. I can make a move if I have to. I don't have to worry about like an older person. I worry about my family in California, but I don't have to worry about a job right now. I don't have to worry about bills. I don't have to worry about some girl getting corona and giving it to me. I don't have to worry about any of that. And I don't know how you feel, but I feel like you're in a good position right now with your comedy, and your mom's okay, right?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I do feel really lucky that I am in the position I'm in right now.
Yeah. And if anything, I feel like this kind of shows like people in the service industry that the government's not really going to help them because there's been zero movement on trying to get people in the service industry any types of bailout money, any type of extra funds. Can you imagine like any other industry in this country being wiped out overnight and nobody and the country just being like, well, tough shit, And I feel like that's what they're saying to the bartenders and the waiters and the baristas out there in the United States. I don't know if you agree with that or not.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really worried for small businesses, especially in New York City, because the rent is so high, and a lot of those businesses are surviving on loans, and they're paying them off every day that they're open. So it's really scary. I wonder, what places we're going to miss, and what places are going to go out of business during all of this.
Do you think there's gonna be some comedy clubs that go under because of this?
I mean, I don't know the financial details of any clubs, but I do think it definitely like puts a wrench in things, and it definitely is going to make it harder for people to afford the expensive New York rent. I think clubs that have been there for a long time are fine.
Uh, I
I think
think, and
there's
I'm not just talking about comedy. I'm thinking about everything in general. I think bigger venues are gonna be in trouble because the rent is so much higher. And I think a lot of bigger venues, they want to shove like over like 200 something people in one building, and that's going to be very hard to do, even if this ends on Easter. I don't think people are going to want to sit on top of each other anymore.
Easter. People are in such fucking crazy denial. It's so insane.
It really, really, really is. And have you been practicing good social distancing? Or have you been like away from people?
Yeah, I haven't seen anyone other than Jake and my mom.
Okay, but I mean, when you go to like CVS, you were like at the Rite Aid by me, they now have like these fucking lines. They have like this tape on the floor, and like this is where you need to stand on the line.
I mean, I'm a total hypochondriac. I go out with a mask and gloves and everything. I got my wipes in my pocket.
Two old friends of ours were at the park over the weekend, and I was just like, really, you're such a disappointment. I don't need to say who the friend is, but I think you'll know down the road. It was more of a friend of mine than a friend of
Oh,
yours.
yes, yeah. No, I think, hanging out in groups is so despicable. I mean, I really, I talk to people on the phone, and I'm like, you don't wear a mask when you go out? You don't wear gloves?
I do. I wear my Halloween mask. You see the skeleton mask.
Yeah. I mean, it's really scary. It's a really scary time because this mysterious virus that you don't know if you have it. There's such a long incubation time.
Hmm.
You
And
worry about it.
you could get older people sick.
Mhm.
Yeah, and there's a lot of variables, and I feel like there's a lot of things the government isn't telling us about, and there's a lot of things they don't know, because I don't think that China. I'm not trying to be a racist or anything, but I don't think China's on the up and up. What exactly went down in terms of the creation of the virus or what happened to their citizens a few months ago. I don't know if you agree with that or not.
I don't think I know enough about it, but I think it's such a new. No one is as informed as we would hope.
Yeah, no, and yeah, and just the fact that like they're kind of being dismissive of the virus just to get the I mean, I've lost a ton of money in the stock market, and I'm still like, we need to wait a little bit. The money's gonna go back up. Our lives are gonna go back to normal. It may not happen as soon as most of us want it to, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Natalie, you were having a show at QED. Is that show gonna still be on when you come back?
I was so excited. I had a new weekly show at QED every Saturday at 5:30 called the Babysitters Club. Why was it called that? I don't know, but that's the name I picked.
Mhm.
I hope that it's still on. I assume that it will be.
What about
Um,
your show at the People's Improv Pit?
the Pit, yeah. So they gave me another date for the show that had been canceled, and the new date is April 30th. So we'll see if it doesn't feel that realistic to me, but I'm kind of a pessimist in the situation. So
Yeah, I've seen some
it's
clubs already announce dates for like April 16th, and I'm like, or 17th, and I'm like, I don't know about that. Like,
yeah.
don't count your chickens before they hatch.
I put a lot of work into booking. I mean, there are at least 12 shows that I booked that are not going to happen. And I put a lot of work into booking them and promoting them and a lot of energy. So it's disappointing for sure. And of course, financially, it sucks.
And you were really hustling right before the world ended. You were really out there. You were doing shows at Greenwich, shows at New York. You were producing a bunch of shows, and now you're sitting here with the Goots. So life is really just is over for you at this point.
No, I mean, I think that it's important for a lot of comedians to remember that, you're still a comedian even if you can't go on stage for
Yeah.
2 months. You're still, it's not all erased. It's hard because with comedy, you don't have anything. All you have is what happened in that moment. You know, your 5 minute like fucking set that you had in that moment, or 10 minutes or 15 minutes, and that's it. That's over. So you can't sit at home like with this thing you had. Like if you were in a movie, you could be like, that's my movie credits on my IMDb, or you can't be like, that's my, you know what I mean? This
Yeah.
is my CD. I mean, I guess people record albums, but it's not the same. Like you don't have a track of all the work you put into it. All you get is like that feeling that you're doing it, and that's what shows you that you're on the right
The
path.
immediate feedback of the audience and stuff, and now we don't have that. Well, I feel like a lot of comedians live off that immediate gratification, and that's gone. And I feel like for a lot of them, that was a drug, and they don't know how to feel or what to do now that that drug is gone. You know?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's definitely really challenging not having like that outlet.
Hmm.
Um, but because a lot of people are just fucking crazy. They're like, I have to get up this many times and blah, you know?
Oh
And
yeah,
I
I know
totally,
people like that. Yeah.
totally have, like, I have my minimum of how many times I like will go up every week.
What's your
But
minimum?
so I have to get up 4 times a week.
Okay, cool.
So
That's
it's
good.
normal.
That's a realistic number.
So if I've gotten up 4 times a week, I cannot give myself a hard time. If I do
Yeah.
that consistently for all time. I mean, you know, sometimes I'll get up 4, sometimes I'll get up a lot more. But yeah.
Yeah, no, you're doing great. Have you spoken to our good friend Ryan DeCarlos since the pandemic has went down?
Yes. We had drinks over Facebook chat.
Okay. So
Yeah.
he's doing virtual drink hangouts? I didn't
Oh
know
yeah.
that. He's a cool guy. We were saying that I said to Chris Murphy today, this might be the thing. This might be the thing that's so boring he might like write a book or I don't know, do something else besides comedy. I don't know. We'll see. Who knows?
I
You
mean,
know?
he's a pretty successful guy.
No, I know. I'm just saying he might apply himself to something else. He's like, well, I can't do comedy, and he like writes a book or creates a.
I can see a lot of people doing that. What
What
book are
happened?
you gonna?
I want to write a book about my time at the Bunny Ranch because every fucking time I go on a podcast, that's all I want to talk about. So
Yeah, you should.
yeah, I should write a book, and then people like, tell me, blah, blah, blah. I'll be like, here, buy my fucking book, you asshole. You know.
You should interview the woman from the Bunny Ranch.
I
That
should. I should do it on this show. I should track her down
yeah.
and interview her. But she's probably dead from Corona with her lifestyle. But anyway, what are you gonna do?
Catch her before she goes.
Catch her before she gets Corona. Natalie, let me ask you this: is there anything you want to plug? Is there anything you want to like? What's your Instagram, social media, and stuff? Tell it to the viewers of this thing.
My Instagram is at Natalie Cuomo _. My Twitter is at Cuomo Natalie. Just update my website. It's nataliecuomo.com. Check it out. And that's it.
All right, cool. So, I'm going to be here. I'm doing this show 4 nights a week. Some episodes are going to be long. Some episodes are going to be short. I'm going to check in with everybody, whether it's Andrew Lee with wrestling, Natalie Cuomo with her racism. Sorry about that. And, oh, you should give me a dirty look. Or Allison Clamp with the politics, whatever. And we're going to be checking in on people. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, at Ray Goots. Tomorrow night, Ashley Martins. Do you know who that is?
Mm-hmm.
You don't know who Ashley Martins is. I totally got you. She's my friend. She was on my web series, but she's going to do a segment on Wednesdays called Quarantine and Chill, where she reviews a pilot of a show on Netflix, and she recommends it whether or not couples or people should binge it. I think that sounds like a good idea, right?
Very cool segment idea.
Yeah, and so that'll be tomorrow. Until then, this is Gootzcast Nightly. Natalie Cuomo, thank you so much for being a part of the show.
Thanks for having me.
All right, have a great night.